The Spool House. From prom to weddings, let us suit your formal wear needs.
Making the play. He gets the pin. Raiders are clawing their way back in this game.
Just snipes one.
It's ball game. Over. Safe. Oh my God! Did you see that? Great diving play. He's hit a touchdown. Hastings Raiders win the ball game.
Welcome to Woodbury High School in the Section 3 AAA Wrestling Tournament. It is our Hastings Raiders, the #1 seed, taking on St. Thomas Academy Cadets, the #2 seed. The section final match to determine who's going to qualify for the state tournament. I'm Kyle Kreiser, as always, joined by Mitch Sheeman. Mitch, we've been looking at the matchups for weeks now. This is the match that we circled. You can see how it played out, kind of like we predicted.
Yep.
As we kind of look at this match, what are the key matches to this showdown?
You know, it's going to be interesting is what I think. There's a lot of, you can kind of circle the weights that are key weights, but the biggest thing is, we just saw it, Hastings won the flip. The biggest thing is we don't know where some kids are going to go. That's the tricky part, because at this stage in the game, you're trying to play to your strategy. And with Hastings winning, it appeared that Hastings won the flip there. You get to play to your strategy a little bit more. So it'll be interesting to see who goes out at 107. I'm guessing Carter Koner's going to go out at 107 if Hoopman goes out at 107.
And Nathan Hoopman is taking the mat for the Cadets. You can see that Carter Koner's getting the nod at 107. They're going to roll the dice a little bit, see what St. Thomas Academy does at 114 pounds. As we look at the first two weight classes, though, St. Thomas Academy is going to be heavily favored in these first two weight classes.
Yes.
Regardless if they send out Bishop at 14 or not. But here we go at 107 pounds. Hoopman, Koner, taking the mat. Let's get rolling.
Now these two teams have met already.
Hoopman on a quick takedown. He's got this locked up on the inside cradle. Plenty of time to finish it off here. Again, on paper, we circled this one that St. Thomas Academy is going to be favored, and they get a pin for the Cadets as they get an early 6-0 lead for the Cadets.
And Hoopman is one of their talented studs, right? They have about 4 kids ranked in the top 10 in the state. Hoopman right there, I believe he's ranked number 5, number 6, right around there.
He was ranked currently number 4 in the recent updates.
Yep, and he's an absolute stud. This is going to be interesting to see who they throw out.
So they are going to send out Connor Bischoff against Sully McNamara.
Yep, and these two have met. So the way this has gone already, Hastings and St. Thomas Academy have already wrestled each other. Hastings winning 44-23 early on in the year. When you look at 107, St. Thomas did get a pin in the first time they wrestled at 107. At 114 pounds at this match, Sully did lose by tech fall.
So again, if Sully can keep this to less than a tech fall, that would really help the Raiders. Bischoff, an absolute hammer, though. He's currently ranked number 6 in the state at 114 pounds. He's an undersized 114 as well. Sully battling hard as Bischoff elevates this leg. He's close to a takedown. Sully's going to bail out, give up the early takedown.
But I like the balance there. Waste some time. You got 30 seconds on the clock. Now Bischoff is very tough on top.
Bischoff, an 8th grader.
Yes. Watch this deep waist here. He likes to ride.
A lot of 8th graders, 9th graders on this Cadets lineup. They are extremely young and extremely talented. And this is going to be a program that you are going to watch and circle for the next couple years in the state of Minnesota. Mark my words.
For sure. And it's not going to be the last time that these two meet. I know they're at 2 different weights with Sully bumping up. But Sully has a hard cut to get to 107 pounds. It wouldn't surprise me if they grow together in the future.
Early takedown for Bischoff with about 45 seconds into the first period. He's leading 3-0. Sully currently ranked number 9 at 107 pounds. Bischoff ranked number 6. Again, they do have a little bit of prior experience wrestling each other as Sully is up to his feet, tries to turn and face. Wisely bails out. Smart move, but he's still got that leg kind of laced. This is kind of an awkward position.
And I want Sully
he's got to adjust an army crawl here.
Yes. Yep, in that position with those legs are crossed, you want to work forward. Now we got to peel that elbow or that hand off of his hip.
Our apologies, the names are on the wrong side, so Bischoff should be on the St. Thomas Academy side. So our apologies on that. Hunter Pinky always does a great job for HCTV. Also, shout out to Town Square TV, who's picking up our broadcast, along with NSPN, who's also broadcasting. We got a lot of people tuning into wrestling. Also, shout out to Zach Bain from NSPN, helping us out with the scorekeeping in this one. You got the names corrected there.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Zach, because that was not easy in the semifinal match, trying to do both.
Yeah, multitasking was never your strength.
It absolutely is not.
All right.
Organization, though.
Fake news. Yeah. All right. Connor Bishop on a hard crossface here with just about 10 seconds left in this first period. Sully battling tough, though. Again, we talked about the importance of these first two matches. If they cannot give up bonus points, that would really help. Short time, Sully does not give up anything.
Now,
so run out of time. It's 3-0 after one.
That is a win for Sully there, going down into the second period, 3-0. But one thing that I love to watch is Sully. When Bischoff came across to that crossface, to that butcher, Sully was immediately peeling. You cannot let Bischoff hold that arm because he gets into his positions, into his cradles and butchers.
So Bischoff going to go up to his feet in the second period. Will be Sully's choice going into the third if it lasts that long.
Now, you got to control the wrist. A lot of times in wrestling, if you control the wrist, one guy, Aaron Brown, shout out to him if he's watching, control the wrist, you control the man. If you can just slow him down by controlling those hands, good things can happen.
Bischoff, one of many of those young studs that St. Thomas Academy has. Bischoff elevating that ankle. Dangerous position here for Sully. He's got to be careful.
They shot at the exact same time.
Turn and face. Can't give up anything big here. It's okay to give up a takedown, but nothing more. Do not give up this cradle.
But it doesn't look like he has it.
He has that wrist. He's got to get his leg free, though.
And extend. If you're Sully, extend.
Make your body long.
Yep. I don't know if he's got it locked up. It does appear that he does. Continue to battle those hands. You can see Sully's left arm. His hand is inside. He's battling
those hands. It's all a stalemate,
okay.
So it's 6-0, still about a minute left in the second period. Good wrestling there by Sully, controlling those wrists.
Yep. Bischoff just a little bit more powerful on that shot. He is a little bit higher up in weight, but at the same time, Sully immediately kind of bailing out a little bit early and then attacking hands, not getting turned. Good, smart wrestling by Sully McNamara.
So Bischoff accumulating almost 2 minutes of riding time here. Riding time obviously not a factor in high school wrestling, but it is in college. St. Thomas Academy, coached by Cole Conrad, legendary Gopher wrestler, multi-time national champion.
Yeah, grew up watching him. He was a lot of fun to watch in the Gopher uniform, and he's done great things with this program at St. Thomas.
One of the good guys of the sport. A little bit about Cole Conrad, multi-time state champ out of Wisconsin. Brought on a wealth of knowledge, brings a calming presence. Fun fact, was my lab partner at University of Minnesota. There
Is
we go.
that right?
Oh, a long time ago.
So who helped who? You helped
who do you
him?
think? Come on.
I'm going with him.
Nah, Cole's a great guy.
Yeah.
Tim Hanneberg, coaching the Raiders, longtime varsity coach. That's a second stalling call on Sully. That's going to be a penalty point. It's now 7-0 for Connor Bischoff as we get to the last 10 seconds of the second period. It is Sully's choice as we're going to get to the third period. I'm assuming they're probably going to go down.
But if you're Sully right now, you can give up that stall call. 7-0 going into the third period is a win. Last time he got teched. I don't exactly remember the time that he got teched in.
See Coach Hanneberg right there.
Being impressed with his wrestler.
Been with the Hastings wrestling program for about 15 years. Back on her feet now, third period, 7-1. Bishop's going to need a takedown for the major. Sully's got to really stay stingy here. He's in on a high crotch, keeps his hips away.
Continue to work this position, but don't take any risks. Waste time, right? That's what you're looking at.
Yeah, you don't necessarily need to even get a takedown here. You just stay the course, stay in good position.
Absolutely.
Drags out, gets a fresh start. No harm done. A little blood time here for Bischoff.
So if you're looking at this, if you're Sully McNamara, you got to use your hands, use your head right now. Because if he can't get past your hands and your head, you can't give up a takedown.
You can see Coach Luke Veit giving some instructions here. They know the importance of this dual meet.
And keeping his head right now, Coach Luke Veit's probably telling him, hey, he's looking absolutely fantastic. I know he's down 7-1, but Connor Bischoff is a stud.
Yes.
Anything less than a pin, anything less than that tech is a win in the
100%. 100%. All right, so they're going to cut blood time here, I believe. Looks like they're going to – blood time is still going here. As you can see Coach Veit giving instructions.
Yep, and he's just talking about, look at the way he's talking with his hands. He's talking.
There's Coach Conrad there.
Hit those trigger points, right? Trigger points on the different arms, but control hands, control ties.
All right, we're back in action here. Sully battling tough, though. Good shot there by Bischoff. Turns and faces. Got to be careful here.
You don't want to give this
Keep
up.
your hips away. Goes to an ankle pick. Bails out, gives it the takedown.
Nice.
Now 10-1 in favor of Bischoff.
That's okay.
He's going to go cross face. He's got that leg turked. He's got to be careful.
He's got to pick that elbow. Pick at that elbow right away. Nicely done, Sully. Keep picking at it. Good job.
Going to call green Sully. Hit that ankle trapped for more than 5 seconds. That's a good call by the referee. That's something you don't see called a lot. I know you didn't really see it, but he had that ankle trap behind the back. Goes ankle pick off that underhook. That's really savvy wrestling by Bischoff.
But not getting Sully bailing out in that spot, windmilling his arm, not giving up any back points there too. I like this. Just keep coming up.
A little tripod up. Turns and
good
faces.
switch.
Close to a switch here. See if he can elevate that ankle. Cross face on this here.
Just careful.
Bail out, bail out, bail out, bail out.
Yep.
Cannot give this up.
He's got to watch that elbow. Careful on that shoulder. This
Sully's got to be careful
deep
here.
half here.
He's going to call potentially dangerous.
Yep. And one thing, that's one of those positions where in other matches, Sully, you hit that every day.
Yeah.
Right? You can go after it. But right now, let's slow him down.
Especially in this scenario, you are down 10-1. You cannot give up a tech fall. You cannot give up a pin. You just have to wrestle smart.
Yes.
Save that team point.
And it just
See what they're doing here.
Yep, just kind of make sure Sully's all right, I think.
45 seconds left in this match. Sully's just got to battle tough, stay in good position.
He's given up 2 stall calls, but keep finding his feet. That's what I like. That little flurry at the end of the right before that potentially dangerous should give him a little bit of time before.
I would
the
think
next
so.
one's
And
called.
Bischoff really not working off to the side with this. He's just riding hips, not really looking to improve much.
Yeah, and riding wrists, and you can see that's exactly what he's doing. He's got that
20
deep
seconds
waist.
left. He's got an armbar locked up. He's got to be careful here. He's going to call potentially dangerous.
Sully
a little bit of a chicken wing
driving-
situation there.
Yep, Sully driving into it wisely. And I know he's looking at his coaches.
Just wrestle smart here,
Yes.
Sully. Don't give up anything big. You can afford to give up this major decision. That would be a really big saving of team points if he can just not give up anything more.
And I think what he wants to do is he's trying to go for a reversal and trying to keep it to a decision. But right now, keeping it to a major is big.
Comes up to his feet. He's got to be careful with this, though. He's got to be careful.
Got that deep half, nicely done. Way to fight it off.
Sully McNamara is going to save team points here. He's going to lose 10-1, but big team points saving there for the Raiders. They're happy with the outcome of that one. Coach Heeman giving him a round of applause as St. Thomas takes the early 10-0 lead in this dual meet. And this is where the Raider train starts rolling here, folks.
Absolutely, and it starts the momentum right now. It doesn't look like that on the actual mat. Sully, I'm guessing, is a little bit frustrated with that, but that was an absolute fantastic match. I love the way he wrestled, and now it starts.
All right, here we go. Beckett Edstrom taking the mat, the talented freshman taking on Lincoln Schultz, another freshman. A little bit about Beckett Edstrom, currently ranked number 3 in the state. He was a bi-state champion, 3rd at the state tournament last year. The Raiders need bonus points in the worst way. A pin is exactly what they need. He goes quickly behind, there's no takedown though. Schultz, also a very talented kid. He was a returning state qualifier as well.
And Beckett did not wrestle in this duel last time, right? Schultz did at 121 pounds. He did wrestle William Bainbridge. Bainbridge coming out with
Gets the early takedown.
with a tech fall at the beginning. Now he gets his feet going.
He's going to jack him up here. Gets the takedown. Now I think we should go to work on top.
Yes, that's something that Beckett is very good at is his top position. Go back to his cradles.
Up early 6-1. 6-2, excuse me, as we try to correct the score.
Sully
Dumps another one here. It's now 9-2. 9-3 as we get an updated score. We'll get that score updated for you, but it's 9-3. As he tries to go pancake off this, gets him right to his back. Plenty of time to get this pin. The Raiders need this. Gets the pin for the Raiders.
Nicely done. Take care of business. Good job, Beckett Edstrom.
Big pin. Beckett Edstrom gets the Raiders on the board. It's now 10-6. As we go up to 127 pounds, and Will Bainbridge is going to take the mat. Let's see it again. He goes pancake right to his back.
controlling that shoulder, right, as much as you can, and then using his momentum against him.
All right, this will be Colton Kraft taking the mat for the Cadets, the freshman, taking on Will Bainbridge, the talented sophomore. A little bit about Will Bainbridge. He's currently ranked number 7 in the state. Colton Kraft, a freshman, undersized 127-pounder. You think on this one, Raiders should be heavily favored.
Yep, you're thinking bonus points here at 127 pounds, and where it kind of gets interesting is 133. What are the Raiders going to do?
Nice shot there by Bainbridge. See if he can step up and drive. Drives across, steps over the legs, gets the takedown.
Now work up the back.
And this is where Will's really tough. He's going to cut him though.
He's got a minute 25 to work. Continue to work.
And on that single leg again. Raiders need 6 here again. They need bonus points in the worst way. They got to rack up as many points as they can in these early weights because the Cadets have some really tough middleweight, upperweight wrestlers.
Yeah, you want to make sure that that you want to get a good lead going up into 172 pounds because that's where their hammers are.
Colton Kraft doesn't mind hanging on here, but Bainbridge awfully close to a takedown.
And he's got the cradle locked up. Watch this
roll through on this suicide cradle. He's got time. Got about 50 seconds to finish him off. That far shoulder is off the mat, though. He's going to get near fall for sure.
But that's a position that Will has done for many years, right? He was in that position. Somebody grabs your head. I'll just roll through, get my quick back points.
Yep.
And it works out.
Bainbridge up 10-1 in this first period. He's looking to lock up a cradle again.
He's got that leg in. I like the way he's driving.
See if he can lift his leg out of that lace.
But Schultz getting wide with his base wisely.
Kraft battling hard here. 15 seconds to get another turn. See if he can go hip to hip on this. He's going to try to go back with it again. He's close to another turn. He's got one.
He's got a couple of back
See if he can finish him off. He's got short time. He's close to a pin. He's going to run out of time. It's going to be 14-1 going in the second period.
Yep, good battle. Good battle. I want Will to go on top. Let's see what we can do.
It's the Raiders' choice. They're going to go back top. Let's see it one more time off that cradle.
And one thing, if Will can control that elbow, you notice that how he locked his hands? If he can work his lock and keeps the elbow and then locks at his wrist, that's going to be key.
Colton Kraft, the son of Chad Kraft, national champion for the Gophers, a wrestling family. You're going to hear the Kraft name again.
Yeah, they've got another one coming down with Jackson at about 152 pounds.
Yeah, you hear that Kraft name. They are tough kids. One of their dad, a really good guy. Really supports wrestling. All right, so we got 30 seconds into the second period. They just need one turn for the tech fall, but the Raiders want more. They want a pin.
Yeah,
they're getting greedy here a little bit.
But
you should.
I like the decision to go on top. We are sitting up here pointing up, right? That is probably Will's best position.
He's got that cradle locked up. He's got to adjust now. He's got plenty of time to tighten this up, get that near shoulder down. That's the shoulder that he's got to adjust.
Yep, you can see that right shoulder. If he can just kind of, right now I'm going to try to extend. If you're Will Bainbridge, maybe if you extend your body, you might be able to get it.
He's got a minute to get this. Try not to break his grip.
Now work your chin on top of that shoulder there. If you can do that.
He's going to lose the grip, but that's going to be a tech fall for the Raiders. St. Thomas Academy, that's a win for them because I think they thought they were going to get pinned. But that is 5 team points as the Raiders take the lead. They're currently up 11-10.
But if you look at the last time these two teams wrestled, it was 11-8. 11-8 with the advantage of St. Thomas Academy. Now we're at 10-11.
Feeling pretty good about it for
Raiders
sure.
have to be feeling good.
All right, so now we go up to 133 pounds. Let's see who the Raiders send out. They're going to send out Donovan Ward. He's going to take the mat, I believe, against Patrick Miley, the 8th grader. You feel good about this one too on paper.
And that's what.
Excuse me, they're going Jonah Erickson. My apologies. This is Jonah Erickson, the sophomore. They might be bumping people up, to be honest with you.
Yep. And we wanted, if you're the Raiders, you want Trey on Chapo if you can.
Yes, if you can.
If you can.
Don't know a ton about Jonah Erickson. We know that Donovan Ward, though, been a crucial part of this team. He's going to go right to work as he's got a takedown. He's going to lock up this cradle. We've seen him go to work. He's tough with this. Just can't tighten his grip. Donovan really tough, though, on top. He's got a grip strength. that is very, very strong.
But look how he uses his legs. That's what we need wrestlers to do. Power with your legs.
There it
so much
is.
stronger.
Got it locked up. He's got plenty of time to flatten him out. He's close to a pin. Raiders need this one. He gets the pin for the Raiders.
Yep.
A big 6 points, and they'll extend their lead to 17-10. A big 6 for the Raiders.
There you go. That's the way Donovan likes to wrestle, going to attacking that cradle right away. But you notice that was a difference in a lock. You can keep that shoulder down when you lock at that spot.
All right, Trey Beisel's going to take the mat. Let's see who they throw out there. I'm going to guess this is going to be Patrick Miley. All right, so they're going to take out Daniel Keatings. They might be bumping the guys way up. Daniel Keating going to take the mat against Trey Beisel, which means Nathan Chapo is most likely going to go up to 45. We'll talk about him in a little bit. Trey Beisel, the Gopher recruit, undefeated on the season. He was the outstanding wrestler of both the Christmas tournament and the Bi-State tournament. Be ready for a fast and furious amount of points here as he's in on a takedown early. Goes out of bounds, quick 3-0 lead.
And
now,
and one thing that Trey is really, really good at is getting 7 takedowns. 7 takedowns for the Raiders, and he is so fast he can get that in a minute. I would like to see him work on top. I would like to see a pin, but Trey's phenomenal on the feet.
He is really good, but we want a feet to back. We need a pin. We really do. Trey in on a shot again. Big dump. See if he can go to his back. He's now going to go to work back on his feet. It's up 6-2. Drives across, gets another takedown. Now 9-2, 9-3. See if he can go feet to back here. Tries to lock up something. Now 12-3.
I think he's just content on taking the tech, it kind of looks like.
Another takedown, 15-3. Raiders need a pin, though. Let's see if they can have him go to work on this a little bit. Maybe go to a whip over position here.
And I don't know if the score is...
Should be 15-4 now.
Is that what it is? Wasn't
15-4
sure if we were
is
at
correct.
5 or 6 takedowns.
See if they can get something big here. 18-4. 18-5, excuse me. Raiders would love to have 6 here instead of 5. 18-6. One more takedown is going to do it. See if they can go feet to back here. No, Trey knows that too. See if he can go to that.
I like that pancake finish. Wouldn't that be nice? We've seen it once, and he's got the strength for sure.
Yeah, he's trying to switch his grip. He wants. There it is.
There
it
nice
is. See if he can finish him off with the cement mixer. He's got some time to finish him off here. He gets that really deep. That is tight. Get the 6 for the Raiders. They could really use this.
There we go. Tries to
lace
lock
those
it
legs in.
Oh,
he's got some time.
Tight.
See if Trey can get the 6.
Got 15 seconds
15
left.
seconds to get it. Gets the 6 for the Raiders. That's a big, big 6 points for the Raiders as they extend their lead to 23-10.
And that's what you want out of your senior captain.
Grandma Jackie very happy about that pin. I love it.
Yeah.
She's got out of her seat on that one.
I think she was slapping the mat before the ref slapped the mat on that one.
All right, I'm not sure what the refs are discussing here.
It doesn't look like Keating is on the mat, so I'm wondering if he took off.
Are they going to deduct a team point here? Let's see. I don't think so. All right, so we're going to go Rocco Ilinardo. They're going to probably send out Nathan Chapo. Let's see who they send out. That is Chapo warming up. Chapo, an 8th grader, but a very, very physical 8th grader at that. Rocco was sophomore. Rocco's been in and out of the rankings this year. Very funky wrestler. Brings a style that's very unique. He'll go upper body. He'll get in scramble positions. Chapo did not wrestle Rocco the first time. He wrestled David Bauer and lost a decision to him. Raiders on paper should be favored in this one, but Chapo very physical, very technical. He wrestles beyond his years as only an 8th grader.
Yeah, and bumping up though.
Nice little shock by, gets the early takedown.
Bumping up against Rocco is a tall task to go. We'll see what Rocco does. But again, one thing that I like is Rocco's tough to score on, but because he stays in great position so much.
Chapo up to his feet. See what Rocco wants to do. Is he going to cut him or going to go stay on top? He's going to let him go. He's back on his feet now. Hasn't cleared away yet. There it is, the 1.
And I want Rocco to, he's moving his feet, but get those hands going. right? Look at that snap down. Just comes with that over tie, steps back just a little bit and powers it down. But get on that right away.
Chapo was a state qualifier last year as a 7th grader. That's right, as a 7th grader. He's a very physical 145 pounder, Very tough kid. He's a name you're going to circle. He's going to be on the mat for the Cadets for a long, long time.
And it wasn't just wasn't at a low weight. A lot of times you see the 7th graders at that 107 pounds. 127 pounds, I believe, that he qualified
Yes.
at. That's an upperclassman
Yes, for
weight.
sure. Rocco, a returning section champ, returning state qualifier. He was 8th at the bi-states.
Just getting a little bit of push. Let's see if Rocco lets it fly here.
Yeah, he doesn't mind being in this position.
No, he's comfortable here. Just needs
Go out of bounds. All right.
I kind of wanted to see if he wanted to throw in, but at the same time, let's get a takedown with 25 seconds left.
25 seconds left in this first period. Let's see if Rocco can get on his leg attacks. He's very good on his feet, very funky. He's also very good on bottom.
There you go.
See if he can get this takedown. That's a big takedown at the end of the first period. That is humongous. Now hold Chapo down here with short time.
And that's what I wanted to see. Get those hands going.
All right, Chapo gets the escape here. Short time. See if we can get another one. That's huge. Another takedown.
I was looking at that escape at the very end, and I wanted Rocco keep wrestling to the whistle, keep him down.
So 9-2 after one period. Yeah. All right, see it one more time. He cuts him, goes half shot, head down on that shot, just easy go behind on that one.
And his left hand has been very effective here in this.
Going back to our feet, Rocco has 3 takedowns already in the first period.
Now he's getting his feet going, but
it's going to go upper body. He doesn't mind messing around here. Chapo's going to get dinged for stalling for just backing straight up. Going to try to go headlock. That's not going to work against Rocco. Now 12-2 as he runs him out of bounds again. Rocco just bullying him off the mat as he's up 12-2. Like I mentioned, Rocco's been in and out of the state rankings.
And I want him to get going with that left hand, that left-handed over-tie takedown.
Goes pancake. See if he can score here. Probably not going to whip Chapo over. He's a pretty strong kid. He's going to go inside trip, switch off to something else. Shuck by nice chain wrestling there. Now up 15-3. He's going to cut him again.
We talk about going from one move to the next. That was textbook right there.
Really good wrestling by Rocco. Runs him out of bounds, gets a fresh start. About a minute left in the second period. Rocco looking really tough.
And he's feeling good. When you're running back to the middle of the circle, you're feeling good, but you get into the mind of your opponent. So much of wrestling is a mindset, right? And when your wrestlers...
Nice shot there by Rocco. Misdirection shot. See if he can finish this. Gets behind. There's another takedown. He's got another minute. See if he can get a tech fall. A tech fall would be humongous for the Raiders. I don't think they expected that in this match.
No, but when you're like I said, when you're in the mind of the wrestler, you can score pretty quickly. Watch this. See if he can hit this fireman's in this position. He's got the overhook. Control that elbow. And there it is. Oh, just commit to it.
See if he can score here. He's in an advantageous position. Chapo's head is down.
He's scored in here a lot. Watch the shuck.
Chapo follows this time. He's in on a single. Short time. On a shin whizzer. He now elevates. Can't give this up. Rocco got good. Oh, see if he can finish this. Short time.
Step up here.
Dumps him.
Half.
Gets the takedown. And he's got back points. See if he can get a pin.
He's got 10 seconds to work here.
He's got the tech fall locked up for sure. There it is. Those are 5 more big team points for the Raiders. I don't think they expected to get a tech fall there.
No, absolutely not. And Rocco just kind of looked really, really, really solid. I loved the hand motion, right? That left hand motion in the snap down.
Hey, let's give a shout out to the Spool House. From prom to weddings, let us suit your formal wear needs. A big sponsor of HCTV Sports. Visit them at thespoolhouse.com. All right, we're going to go to 152 pounds where Presley McCray is going to take the mat. And I think he's going to see a familiar foe here. They might be bumping up Charlie Hepner. We're going to find out. Let's see what they do. It's either going to be Charlie Hepner or it's going to be Jackson Kraft. If it's Kraft, these two have wrestled a lot. Looks like it's going to be Charlie Hepner.
And they have not wrestled last time Charlie Hepner.
I think if you're the Raiders, you feel very good about this. I
absolutely.
think you feel very good that Presley can get this win. Hepner's decent. Presley should be favored in this match. When Presley is on, he can beat anybody. He's beaten 2 state-ranked kids. When he is consistent on his attacks, nobody tougher.
Yes.
Oh, good shot. Speak of the devil as he drives across. Big finish, Presley McCray, the early takedown.
But that's what we need out of Presley is we need consistency. because he can battle with the best, but then every once in a while he gets out of position. Now he's into his cradle.
Very tough on top is Presley. He loves to be in this position.
And he kind of thrives watching somebody step up. That's what he loves.
Trying to lock this cradle. Looks like they've done their homework a little bit on Presley. As he's got this locked up, he's got lots of time to get him over.
Keep bringing him. Get your hip to hip. There
Nice.
you go.
Nicely done. He's got plenty of time to get this finished off.
And he's got that tight. Man,
That is
Presley
very
can-
tight. See if he can get this pin. He gets it for the Raiders. Presley McCray gets a big 6 for the Raiders as they extend their lead 34-10.
And I think
A big pin for the Raiders.
And I think it really got it going. A lot of confidence in that first shot. I'm not sure. They don't have the shot on replay, but this is a tight cradle. But, man, that first shot that we had, boom, hit that high C, lifted him up, went right to his cradle.
That was awesome.
Loved it.
Hepner knew it was coming, but he couldn't stop it. And here we go to 160 pounds. The Raiders are going to send out Mark Svoboda. He's going to take on Jackson Kraft.
And the Raiders are rolling.
They are rolling, and the matchups are definitely favoring the Raiders. We're going to verify that this is Jackson Kraft, but I'm pretty sure it is. You feel great about this matchup. You were hoping that they would do this as he quickly goes slide by finish. Oh, that was a thing of beauty. Early takedown Svoboda.
And they just want to get it going on the feet. They've been very advantageous when they're taking them down and
Nice
almost
little snap down.
feet to back, you like to call it.
Mark loves to be on his feet. He is very, very physical. He is a brawler. He'll snap down. He'll go to this front headlock. He'll slide by. He has a plethora of different moves that he feels comfortable with, and they like this matchup.
Yes, absolutely.
With the size difference especially.
And the other thing that's really nice is when you see your teammates going after takedowns, that momentum train just starts rolling.
We talked about it before. We thought that the Raiders could win 120 all the way to this weight class, that they would be favored, and so far it has filled that billing so far.
Yeah, when we talked about winning the flip, they won the matchups.
Mark
right?
with a big finish. Now up 6-1. He'll go to work on top now. Mark very mean on top. He runs a really good armbar series, a good crossface. He's got time to bring him over here. He's got 1 minute. He's got that armbar locked up. See if he can really run this over. Raiders are rolling so far. Let's see if they can keep this momentum as they kind of finish up this dual meet.
Yes. If Mark can get a win here, which he's looking very strong at with this double armbar here, they do ice the duel. I just did the math.
If they get the pin here?
If they win.
If they win this match, they ice the duel.
They ice the duel.
Amazing.
Right?
Awesome. Thank you for that math teacher. Appreciate it.
I carried the one, and I left my shoes on.
So they called potentially dangerous on this one. The armbar did break that 90-degree plane. Let's see it one more time. He jacks him up. Kraft tries to go headlock, but with those hips so tight and with that strength difference, good luck with that one.
For sure. I liked his aggressiveness, though. He was very confident on the feet, and he's going to challenge. It doesn't matter who they throw. He was going after it.
Absolutely. See a lot of familiar faces in the crowd tonight. A lot of Hastings alumni here that are watching this dual meet. To my left, actually, is Hastings legend Austin LaFleur, who had the big pin in the state finals.
Yeah.
Good to see him. We see a lot of wrestlers here.
Everybody.
See Bruce Karnick taking pictures. He always does a great job covering the sport here.
Yeah. If you talk about Austin LaFleur, everybody probably remembers that kid that has no straps on his singlet running out right after Blake ended up with a pin and screaming loud and proud.
Absolutely love it. All right, going to restart here as Mark's up 6-1 in the first period. They're going to call caution on Mark Svoboda. He just jumped the whistle a tad bit. He's going to cut him. He's got 30 seconds left. See if Mark can get on his action again. They snap down. See if he can get after it again. Nice little slide by to a trip. Wow, that was slick.
And that's something he has done many times. He goes right to that slide by, and it is all about confidence in that shot, because you put yourself in a bad position if you miss.
Yep.
Right? You're almost going to your hip. So I loved it. You have to go 100% on that shot.
He's stretching him out here. He's got short time. He might just want to try to whip this over. He's got short time. He's up to his feet. Good idea, though, with no time left. They're going to give up the one, but that's okay. You like the aggression if you're Mark Svoboda.
For sure. He switched off.
Let's see that takedown one more time. Sorry, Mitch, to interrupt you.
Watch this right foot.
Slide by, trip.
Hits his hip.
That was
there.
awesome. Awesome.
If you don't go 100% on that, a lot of times you end up in a bad position.
Going back to our feet in the second period, Mark's got 3 takedowns. They feel pretty good in this matchup so far. rightly so. They have a size difference, a physical strength difference too.
But also a mindset difference in this match.
Nice snap down.
You can see Mark is just attacking.
Mark Svoboda, one of their senior captains. He's going to be looking to wrestle in college as of right now. He's between 2 colleges, looking at either St. John's or Cornell in Iowa. Not Cornell in New York. That's a different level. Looking to wrestle D3. Going to call Stalling Green as the Cadets back off the mat.
And if you look at this match, I know the Raiders are up 9-3 in this match. Kraft is a very, very talented sophomore.
He is very good.
Right? He's been in a lot of matches. It's just Mark is wrestling very, very well right
to
now.
Put this in perspective for our fans, we have seen a freshman, an 8th grader, a freshman, a sophomore, an 8th grader, a sophomore, and a senior. One senior for the St. Thomas Academy Cadets. One senior.
Through 160 pounds.
And we've seen 1, 2, 3 8th graders. That's unbelievable. And this team is going to be loaded.
And when you look ahead, I think they have 2 more seniors. So 3 seniors on a section finalist.
Nice slide
squad.
by. Goes right to it. He's going to take him to his back as well. He's got back points. See if he can get a pin here.
I don't know if he's got backs yet.
He's got
now
locked
he's
up,
got
though.
a cradle. I don't think he had it locked up originally.
So he's got the takedown and he's got a 3-point near fall. He's up 15-3 right now.
I don't think he had it locked up originally, but he keeps the ball.
How does he have this cradle locked up? I don't know how he switched off to it. He's got a 1 count.
But they haven't given him the takedown or the back points originally.
Now he's got an armbar locked up here. Mark putting on a showcase of how to wrestle on top and transition wrestle. He's going to switch maybe to an armbar half. He's got that half on the right side there. Switch off to something else. Mean crossface by Svoboda. Man, that is brutal.
Just slipped right off the elbow there.
I believe it is Kraft's choice going in the 3rd period. I'm guessing he's probably going to go down. He's been able to not get turned much. We'll see what happens.
That's a tough ride.
Very tough ride.
You're down 12. Do you go on top is the only question.
All right, it is our choice. Excuse me. He's going to go back on his feet.
Yep.
Takedown will ice this match. It'll be a tech fall. So 1 takedown will do it. You can see Kraft pretty tired after 2 rounds of wrestling Mark Svoboda. Mark very, very physical. He's been in and out of the rankings. Multi-time state qualifier. Stay away from this upper body. You got to lead. You don't have to force anything.
No,
I know Mark doesn't mind it.
That's what I was about to say. If you're Mark Svoboda, you're not gonna back down.
That should be it as he comes across. He does have back points potentially. He's looking for 6. What a transition again.
From feet to back, like you were talking about before.
Gets the pin for the Raiders. And the Raiders continue their winning ways. They're up 40-10. And just like that, the Raiders have locked up this dual meet. They can punch their ticket to the state tournament. The senior captain ices it for the Raiders.
Now it's going to come down to 172 pounds, and I think this is going to be more of a matchup.
So Levi Hoffman going to take the mat.
Okay.
Let's see what they're going to do here. They're going to send out, I believe, this is Connor Flanagan. Oh, excuse me, Liam Flood. So Liam Flood taking the mat. A little bit about Liam Flood. He's 169 pounds, so he's a little bit of a lighter weight guy for 172. Levi more of a 152-pounder. Very, very talented freshman. Nice front headlock. See if Levi can score with this. He's going to get the takedown here. Good wrestling by the young freshman. Levi, very athletic. He did place at this 9th grade state tournament. His future is bright. I'm telling you right now.
And he wrestled very tough in the semifinals against Zach Carr, who was an absolute stud for Park. But right now you're kind of showcasing what he can do when he wrestles at his best. And he's fun to watch.
So my guess is they're probably going to wrestle up Cone to 189 pounds.
Yep, and I don't think if you're the Raiders, I want to keep Case and Esterby off of Cone.
Yes.
To be honest with you, because the section tournament is going to be coming up next weekend, and you want to make sure you don't want to show your hand.
Yes.
Especially since Cone's probably the top seed in that bracket.
I completely agree with you. There's no sense in doing that.
Right.
His dual mate's locked up. Why throw him out there? Especially, and he's been banged up a little bit, right? Now he's got this armbar locked up. Levi's got some time. He's got a minute, but he's getting awfully close to the edge of the mat. See if he can circle him back on. Good wrestling. He's going to be getting back points with a toe on inbounds. He's close to a pin.
Just got to bring him back.
Good adjustment by Levi.
On the edge of a mat.
See if he can get this. Gets the pin for the Raiders.
Nicely done.
Levi Hoffman with a big 6 for the Raiders as they continue their winning ways. Awesome win, his first career varsity win in the section finals.
Is that right?
First career win. Look at Levi, all smiles.
Good for you, Levi Hoffman. You deserve it.
Future is bright for this young man. As they continue their winning ways, they're up 46-10. As Xavier Tim takes the mat, Levi's mom all smiles as she's sitting just to the right of us. That is awesome. All right, so they're going to sit cone, and they're actually going to wrestle Yannick Joni. Now these two did meet earlier in the year. Xavier Tim did win the match. He won a 15-9 match over Joni. Xavier Tim has been wrestling super well.
Yeah, he's really learning the sport, coming in his own. I thought in that park duel, that last match, I thought he did a fantastic job on the feet, understanding the game plan. I want to see that same thing right now.
Joni, one of the few seniors for the Cadets. Xavier Tim, only a junior, has really improved, might be the most improved wrestler on our lineup. And just a heads up for our fans, we will be sticking around for the awards ceremony at the end. So for you Hastings wrestling fans that are watching, I'm sure you would love to see our wrestlers take the mat, get their awards, and celebrate a little bit all the hard work that's coming into play. Again, with a 46-10 lead, they will ice this dual meet. This is icing on the cake for the Raiders as they continue to win in style here. Yes,
and those wins are contagious. And it really started down low. Once you hit 121 pounds, in all honesty, Sully McNamara wrestled really, really well and started it by saving 2 team points there. And then we started going at 121 pounds and boom, 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 boom. It just became a momentum train that the Cadets could not stop.
Yeah, and I give credit for Cole Conrad here, right? Give your guys, maybe your backup guys, a chance to wrestle in the section finals, right?
Yes. I mean, I think you mentioned it before. This is the first time that they have been in the section finals.
That I'm aware of, for sure.
And you look at their lineup from bottom all the way to the top. They are going to be strong for the next several years. A lot of 8th graders, and they even have a couple of 6th graders that I've seen in the middle school room that are very talented.
Yes.
And very strong. They're stout. They're bringing in the right guys. Conrad being in the wrestling room for many years now, he's built this program up.
And you know what? St. Thomas Academy also runs the St. Paul Wrestling Club through their high school, and they run Minnesota Elite as well. Yep. So they're kind of a site for Minnesota Elite as well. So my point being that is they have kind of tapped into some of those young studs that have been training at their facilities, and you can tell. Scoreless after 1 here as we get to the second period. It is St. Thomas's choice. I'm guessing they're gonna, he's gonna defer. Tim's going down.
I like it.
Xavier Tim's pretty good in this position.
He's been able to get out, but did you see the confidence in? He looked over at his coaches, and he was already pointing down. He wanted to go down. Good wrestlers can get away from bottom.
I'm telling you, Xavier Tim is the most improved wrestler on this team right now. He has continued to get better and better and better. And I'm telling you, it really showed when he wrestled that Forest Lake match.
Yes, it did.
I went back to it in our first duel to show the savviness and know positioning, know where to be. He iced that duel with that win.
And I think you really hit on it with the positioning. Okay, that's what really won him that match and helped the team win that duel.
All right, 1-0 lead here as Xavier Tim comes up to his feet. Sorry, interrupted you there.
No, you're good. He continues to grow in these positions. He's understanding pushing, pulling, body position.
Runs him off the mat again. And again, they're going to ask for more action. Joni has been called for stalling. Yeah, and to your point, understanding position, understanding where you're at. I think that's a huge part of the sport of wrestling is mat awareness, right?
Yeah, and one thing that I really like, and you can see it in this tie right now, one thing at the beginning of the year Xavier Tim did is he kept his elbows out wide. Now he's coming lower.
Joni trying to go up her body here. Xavier Tim's got to bail out. Go chin whip for this.
He just needs to time it out right.
There's a headlock. Hits it hard. Hips in. He's got a headlock. Plenty of time to get this pin. See if he can sit through with this. Doesn't even really have it locked up. Lift that head. Oh, he's got it. See if he can lock his hands. Xavier Tim's going to be very close to a pin. See if he can get it.
Looks like right there. Oh. Good adjustment here.
Gets a pin for the Raiders. Xavier Tim continues his winning ways. The Raider train keeps rolling as they extend their lead 52-10. Raiders wrestling really, really well.
And that's what I'm talking about, growing. This little
Love the
adjustment. Watch his
sportsmanship.
throw. Boom.
Hips in.
Doesn't
Thing
even
of
have
beauty.
it locked up, but the very end of it where he adjusted, that just going right into a reverse half position, get out to a T, and get the pin. That was awesome.
And I love the sportsmanship by Xavier Tim, helping your opponent off the mat. That's an awesome thing. All right, we go to 2:15. This is the match that we circled. It's going to be Adrian Fuchs against Brooks Borman. We got two absolute hammers taking the mat at 2:15. Brooks Borman, one of their senior captains, he is an absolute hammer. Hasn't been on the mat, missed some time here, but this is a preview potentially of the section finals.
Yeah, you would give the probably the top seed here to Borman.
On the shot.
Adrian
Good
trying
scramble
to
though by
sneak
Adrian.
around.
Elevates that ankle. Brooks Borman, the reigning section champ at 189. Fuchs did not make the state tournament last year as a freshman, but wrestled really, really well last year. He was third at the section, so behind Borman. They did not meet at the sections last year. Adrian very close to a takedown, though. His hips are in a good position.
He's just
he
got to
keeps
boost,
his hips up.
He's got to boost him forward. If he boots him forward, he gets the takedown.
Adrian very close to a takedown. Let's see if they let him keep wrestling. As he elevates that ankle, he loses grip. Now he elevates this.
This
Hips
is a
in
big,
tight.
Big scramble position.
Oh,
Just hit his hip for a second.
Borman's going to get the takedown. Good wrestling by both wrestlers. Scramble position, got caught on his hip for a split second.
And that's all it took, is that just little hip drop there. He had it right there, but once you slip, a very, very veteran wrestler is able to take you down.
Fuchs with over 25 wins in the season. He's been battle tested all over the place. He has some signature wins over some tough kids. He wrestled a really tough kid from, I believe, Rochester Century and beat him in their last dual meet, who was in and out of the rankings. If he could win this one, though, I tell you, this would really go a long ways for next week at the section tournament.
Oh, for sure. And just think about, you talk about a signature win, a big-time signature win against one of the top 10 kids in the state. That's this one right here.
Good shot there by Borman. He's close to a takedown. Adrian's got a battle here.
Keep battling on the edge.
Good hips by Adrian Fuchs, though, as they run out of bounds and they get a fresh start. 27 seconds left.
Little savviness out of the senior, dropping down on that high C.
Yeah. In on a shot again. If you go to a crossface here, switch his grip. Crossface instead of around the head.
Yeah, you're right. It's about that hand placement. Now he's going to an ankle, but Borman's keeping those laces
Borman
tight.
trying to drive across. He's close to a takedown. Nothing yet. He's very close to a takedown, but he might run out of time as he's got that ankle trapped. Nothing yet.
He's just
Ooh,
got
Fuchs is close to a dangerous position here. No takedown. Borman wants it, but he's not going to get it.
But if you saw Borman on that shot, that last shot, he went in on a high C, and he smartly kept his laces on the mat. That's what he didn't do the very first time. But Adrian, getting into these scramble positions, these are a lot of 50-50 positions that you play it right, you score.
Yep. So Adrian defers after the first period. Borman's going to choose to go down. Get this, Mitch. St. Thomas has not won a match since 114.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
wins are contagious.
Cone did not wrestle, so give him credit there. But
and they threw out a couple of kids that they don't normally wrestle at the very end. However, they tried to bump up and get their matchups as Borman gets this takedown here.
Cone close to a reversal. I think they're going to call it a reversal, not a takedown. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
So 5-1.
But they bumped up, and the Raiders really matched them match for match.
No, I'm going to say this. It's 5-1, 30 seconds in the second period. Adrian has a gas tank, and Borman has not wrestled a lot. Do not count him out of this match. We've seen Fuchs come back from matches where he's been down.
And
he's
right
up
here,
to his feet.
if he can just get out, watch for a high flyer if he keeps pushing.
He's going to get his one here. Borman trying to clear out of here. Does not want to be in this position. Fuchs trying to pull him back in as they go out of bounds. He gets a 1-point escape. It's 5-2 now. And 1 minute left in the second period.
And I think that's your gas tank that's kind of starting that you were talking about. Minute left here on the feet. You're one takedown away from tying it up.
I know this sounds stupid, but sometimes when you're the first one back to the center, it plays mind games against the other wrestler. And it's every time Adrian's been the first one back.
Yes, and he's got a cradle
Adrian's got a close to
locked up.
cradle locked up here. See if he can put his head in the side and rotate.
Just needs.
Oh, he's close to a takedown.
He's got the takedown.
He's going to give it to him. Stays in a high position. He's got a crossface, though.
That's right. It is tight. Now
Gotta
he's
be
just
careful
gotta
here.
scoop his hips. Keep scooting your hips around.
He's going to give up potentially a reversal here. He's got to
And
be
his
careful,
knee.
though. Going to call potentially dangerous. They're going to give him the 2-point reversal, but they're going to call potentially dangerous. So it should be 7-5 in favor of Borman.
But that takedown, again, one small little step over, and he had that cradle locked up. You could have gotten more back points there, almost worked for a pin. But again, getting into those 50-50 matchups, he's starting to win them.
You know, if Adrian can just fix his hand placement in this match,
Yes.
honestly, it's just a little bit of an adjustment with that crossface. He can win this. He can win this match every time.
Yeah, and for
Now up to his feet,
people
7-6. Nice shot. See if he can finish this.
There you
Drives
go, steps
across.
over.
He's close to a takedown. He's covering the legs.
Now
That
just
should be a
work up.
takedown if he just works up the back. There it is. Now up 9-7.
Work up the body. Now pressure towards his hands.
Hold him down here in the
Yep.
last couple seconds. It is Adrian's choice going to the third period. He's probably going to go down.
Adrian's looking really good.
Let's
And
see that
watch
shot
this.
again.
He gets away, and then he just starts attacking.
Sees Borman standing straight up.
Yes.
He goes right to that double, pops his head to the side, drives across. That is awesome textbook wrestling.
And if you're Adrian Fuchs, start pushing the pace. You got 2 minutes left. They just kind of put Adrian up. Adrian chose down.
This is where conditioning becomes a factor. Adrian up by 3. This would be a
Borman.
big win.
Yep, Borman cut him. It is 7-10. But keep pushing the pace here. Adrian's got a gas tank like you talked about. Work those snap downs.
Score here now. In on a high, on the
Now-
cradle again.
And if you can get a takedown, yep,
There's that crossface we were just talking about. That head is down. He can score here.
elevate, continue to elevate.
Don't
Work
give
that-
up on that crossface. Keep that.
I want to get your chest up, right? Get your chest up, hips in.
Borman now looking to close here, trying to get a takedown. Adrian's got to keep his hips up.
Now if he could just take that heel and almost push off his
They're
armpit.
going to call stalemate. They're back up to her feet. Minute and 11 seconds. Adrian, the first one back again. He's in good shape. He's got a good gas tank. Let's see if he can get on his attacks again. When he has shot, he has scored.
But it's gonna get a takedown. I think if Adrian can get that takedown, get on top. I
Borman
think
on a half shot. He's not in good position again. Score here.
there it is. Good action
Oh,
by Adrian.
Borman on a shot here.
Now he's got his hips out.
Borman on a shot again as he hips him out of bounds. We get a fresh start. 49 seconds left in this match. Our clocks are just a tad bit off.
Yep. And man, I'm standing up. I can't stand it. I get a little excited in these matches. Come on.
Crossface hard. See if he can do something with this. Elevate that ankle.
He needs to break that lock, elevate the ankle, and
close to a
elevate the
takedown.
elbow. Hip in, nicely done. Gets him down to his hip,
Crossface hard here. He's really close.
but don't let him sneak his head underneath. Good job. Good
Close to a
hand placement.
takedown. Close to a takedown. See if he can elevate that ankle again. Get to a crossface. Oh, man, he's close.
But yep. Now elevate the ankle. You have to elevate an ankle right now.
Borman on a shot, though. He's going to bail out. Nothing yet.
He's got to step up if you're Adrian.
Oh, I guess up the takedown. We're going to overtime. Here we go. Borman gets a takedown right at the end. We're going to overtime. Here's where the gas tank has to find a second gear. Both guys
You got both.
definitely beat.
You got the team standing up here, cheering on their wrestler.
Borman on a shot again.
Good defense by Adrian.
There's a shot attempt there if he has it. He's in on
There he
it.
is.
See if he can finish this.
He's just got to stay up, though. That's the tricky part.
Off our knees. Close to a takedown. They're going to give it to Borman. So a big comeback win by Brooks Borman. I got a feeling this is not the last time these two are going to
No,
wrestle.
Absolutely. That's going to be an absolute exciting matchup in the section finals, I think.
As Borman finds a way to dig deep and find that win in overtime, that'll get the Cadets back on the board as it's 52-13 as we go to our last match of the night. Nothing to hang your head about if you're Adrian Fuchso, you know where you stand after wrestling this kid.
And you start working on those. You work on that scramble for just a little bit. He was 15 seconds away from pulling off a big upset, but huge match. I love the way Adrian wrestled there.
All right, so Elijah Christopher is going to take the mat for the Raiders. They have this duel iced. I believe this is Jeshua Gonzalez. I don't believe Vinny Perry weighed in, so this is going to be Jeshua Gonzalez. Gonzalez, a sophomore. Christopher, a junior. Christopher very, very tough as he gets a quick snap down. Runs him out of bounds. Heavy, heavy hands Elijah does have. As he cuts him, he's going to go back up to his feet. Watch these heavy hands be put on display as Elijah's rocking some fresh kicks tonight.
It's not always easy wrestling in brand new shoes.
No. See if you can mat return him here. Big mat return. Trying to return him here. What are they calling?
Potentially dangerous. I think he had that arm trapped and locked.
I gotcha.
Smart move.
So again, this is Jeshua Gonzalez. He's an undersized heavyweight. Weighs about 211 pounds. They don't really have a true heavyweight as Vinny Perry is not on their roster for tonight. Elijah, a very tough heavyweight. He's been in and out of the state rankings. He's very athletic for a heavyweight. He's got very quick feet, plays nose tackle in football. He comes in around about 250 pounds, so definitely a size advantage here as he gets in on a shot. Gonzalez just chases.
And continue to move those feet. He gave up the one, but get your feet going.
All right, so again, 52-13 as we're being a little jumpy here, Hunter. That's okay. He's getting excited already for the finish. That's okay, Hunter. You're almost perfect all the time, so we'll let you that one go.
I get excited too.
All right, another takedown for Elijah Christopher as he's up 6-1 as we're in the last minute of the first period. Heads up for our wrestling fans, the individual sections will be next week. They do team first, then they do individual the following week as Elijah looks to lock up a cradle. He's got about 35 seconds, and then the following week as he goes suicide cradle with it, doesn't even have it locked up. Makes me a little nervous, but Elijah does have good hips. He's got a nice butcher series, though. Got plenty of time to finish him off here.
Tightens it up once those hips get turned.
And he gets a pin for the Raiders as Elijah Christopher finishes up the duel. They win 58-13. The Raiders finish off the Cadets in fashion with Elijah's pin. And the Raiders are your Section 3 AAA champions. The Raiders come through in the clutch in a match that we thought was going to be a lot closer on paper. Mitch, thoughts on this dual meet?
You know, I thought on paper, if we won that flip, we've been talking about this for a while. If you won the flip, you can start rolling, right? But I did not expect them to roll as well as they did. I mean, you started at 114 pounds with Sully, saving team points, doing what you need to do, and then you start rolling at 121, 127. They did not lose a match until 215 pounds.
You know, and to me, the biggest thing in this match was all the bonus points they picked up, right? You get a bonus point at 121. You get a bonus point at 33. You get a bonus point at 39. I mean, every match that they need to get a bonus point, they got.
Yes, every match that on paper that they were favored in, they won and they got the bonus point. Adrian Fuchs was not favored in that match, and he pushed it so close. 15 seconds away.
Yes.
That was 15 seconds away. Looked fantastic. Watch out for the section finals for that matchup.
Yeah, and he's got a little something on tape to work on. I mean, you were that close to finishing off this dual meet. More importantly than that, the Raiders are back at the state tournament. We're gonna show the awards in just a little bit as they call out each wrestler's names. Mitch, let's look forward to the state tournament. Okay. Now that this match is over, realistically, Raiders are probably going to come in as the number 4 seed.
I'd agree.
Realistically, you look at their pedigree, the wins that they have. I'm looking at number 1 is going to clearly be St. Michael Albertville. Unfortunately, we're probably going to be on their side. 2 seed probably going to be Stillwater. They've lost to St. Michael twice. 3 seed, again, we don't know what the section happens, but Shakopee is probably going to be the 3. The Raiders come in at 4, and then I look at the Section 8 wrestlers.
I was thinking Brainerd is going to be in there, could be in that.
Bemidji, Brainerd, or Wilmer. To me, one of those 3 teams is going to be your 5 seed. The Raiders are probably going to draw the Section 8 team first round.
I would agree to that one. And you sit there and you look at that. That's going to be something they've seen Bemidji in recent state tournaments against the Lumberjacks. They've seen them last year, especially up at Bemidji. That was kind of a fun match. But that's going to be a cool one because you got to win that one, right? If you win that one, chances are you wrestle STMA. But there's a tier between STMA and Stillwater.
Yes.
And then
It's those two and then the rest of them.
Yes.
Right? And I don't think Shakopee is that close. I think the 4 and 5 is going to be an interesting duel. To me personally, I don't really want to wrestle Wilmer, if I'm being completely honest. I think they're a dark horse. They always come in, with records that aren't necessarily top notch, but they're a dangerous team.
They do wrestle a hard schedule, right? Not so much. They're a team, but individual tournaments they're tough at, and they're really physical. That's one thing Wilmer does is they bring in a physicality that other teams do not.
Yes.
So I agree. I'd like to stay away from Wilmer, but if you can win that match, that puts you in the top 4 in the state.
Yep.
And that's we're cracking at that door.
And honestly, to make the semifinals of the state tournament would be humongous for the Raiders. Probably not going to beat St. Michael Albertville if you get to that point. However, they can hang with Shakopee, in my opinion.
Yeah,
that's a team I don't know if we can beat on paper. They got a lot of talent, but we can certainly close that gap.
And one thing that they're going to be bringing a lot of is they're bringing a lot of confidence going into the state tournament. They looked fantastic tonight.
Yes.
And they put the pedal to the metal and never let off the gas.
Yes.
When they were on the feet, that's what I love to see is takedowns, and takedowns lead to other takedowns, and that momentum continues to go. And one thing the Cadets could not do is they couldn't shut it down, and we just started rolling.
Yes. All right, so you're going to hear the awards being announced here. They'll do the Cadets first for the section runners-up. And credit Coach Conrad, for really taking the next step for this program. You talk about incremental steps every year in your program. This year, it's make the section finals. Next year, they're going to be battling for the section finals again.
Yep.
I asked Coach Veit before the match, I said, when do you think St. Thomas Academy is going to be ready to battle for the state tournament? He goes, next year, we're going to have a heck of a time beating them. He's like, this year, we have an advantage. And next year, different story.
And you look at this section, I'm looking at the section 3 years down the road. You're talking about teams like Park, that's very young.
Yes.
You look at St. Thomas, that's very young. And then us, hopefully we need to grow those 9th graders. We talked about the development in there.
Another dark horse program. You probably didn't realize this, Two Rivers. I'm telling you right now, they have a lot of young wrestlers. Their numbers have gone up every single year. I'm telling you right now, they are a team that you don't want to wrestle in a couple of years.
And Mason's been bringing up some of those wrestlers as 7th graders and 8th graders that have raw talent.
Yes.
And I've seen it before is you can coach that raw talent. He tries to pull them off the football field as much as possible. Speaking of Two Rivers, though, one program, yes, their boys are coming up, but they're girls. They have a ton of girls in that program. We see it in the middle school. If they keep those girls out, there's some athletes inside there that can give teams fits.
Hey, let's give a shout out to our Hastings Raider girls wrestling team. The Minnesota Wrestling Coaches Association state tournament champions. Speaking of a program that's getting better and better, our girls program won the state tournament this year, and it continues to make big gains every single year. And they only had one senior in their starting lineup.
And that's
one.
Isn't that insane? And they had a fantastic tournament. We had 5 qualifiers at the with the girls. Sorry, seven. Seven
state qualifiers.
And it's awesome to see. The one thing that I wish we could bring that state dual tournament to the X.
Yes.
Because, man, do those girls deserve everything that they get.
You give it a couple of years, that tournament is going to be at the X. It's a big deal. But again, credit to Cole Conrad. Thinking about where St. Thomas Academy was at just a couple of years ago, they couldn't even fill a full roster.
Yes.
Now they have depth. Yes. And now they got young guys that are going to make a big impact.
And I'm going to tell you this. The 6th graders that aren't even on, obviously can't wrestle on the varsity lineup. There's some physical 6th graders that look very strong.
All right, you can see our principal handing out the awards. There's Sully McNamara. First 2 were Carter Koner and Caitlin Wood, one of our team managers. Caitlin Wood has been with them for a long time. There's freshman R.J. Henson. We'll kind of announce the names. It's a little bit hard to hear. There's Grant Cook, who had a big win in the first match against Park. There's Beckett Edstrom, one of the top wrestlers in the state of Minnesota.
You see a lot of young guys. You see a couple of 8th graders there. There's Will Bainbridge going out there.
Bainbridge, the sophomore, also ranked in state, had a big win in that section finals. There's Trey Beisel, the all-time winningest wrestler in Hastings history.
And I think he was going for the takedown record, the career takedown record this year.
And there's Gage Cook, the twin of Grant. Did not wrestle tonight, but a talented 8th grader. There's Donovan Ward, senior, who had a big pin in the section finals. David Bauer doing his little walk there, coming back this year. It was a big part of our team. Rocco Alenardo, who had a big win in this round.
And him healthy is a good thing for this team.
Here's Brock Lundstrom, who had a big win, another talented 9th grader. There's Presley, who had a big pin. Presley McCray, who had a big pin in the section finals, is really coming into his own. Levi Hoffman, who got his first ever section win today.
Yeah, had 2 varsity matches tonight. Good for Levi.
Here's Mark Svoboda, one of the senior captains, who really looked all the part in the section final, looking to make that podium this year at the state tournament. There's Kason Estaby, another senior captain who really wrestled well in that first round. Xavier Tim, who notched 2 wins tonight, really wrestling well, had a big pin in the section finals.
Peaking at the right time.
It's Adrian Fuchs, who just lost a barn burner, but you watch, he's going to make some big gains, hopefully make the X. And there's Elijah Christopher, the heavyweight. And then they're going to finish up with Finley Olsen, the sophomore heavyweight, the backup who got a match against Park.
I like this team and the makeup of this team. Today, they looked fantastic, and they absolutely deserve the state tournament. It was fun to watch this team come together today.
There's Coach Hanneberg accepting that trophy. Hanneberg continues their winning ways. All smiles on the Raiders bench. They deserved it tonight. They wrestled exceptionally well. You can see Coach Veit, a little sigh of relief.
When you sit there and you look at it at this matchup on paper, I know the Raiders came out, punched their ticket with a 58-13 win. But on paper, I didn't see it going like this.
No.
I did see a victory, and if we won the flip, I thought we would win by double digits. But man, I'm so proud of the way these boys wrestled today.
And I'm excited for the state tournament.
Oh.
All right, we're going to give a little shout out here to all the people involved with HCTV. They do an amazing job for Hastings sports. Here's a little shout out to Hunter Pinkey, the man who does the producing, the directing. He does the graphics, the replay. He does it all. Our camera operators, Max Slocum and Kim Reinhart. I'm Kyle Kreiser, as always, joined by Mitch Sheeman. We're also going to give a shout out to NSPN, and thank you to Zach Bain, who is doing our scoring. And again, one more shout out to Town Square TV. We love when they tune in. We support each other here in local TV as we get one more shot of our Hastings Raiders, the Section 3 AAA champs. Once again, the trophy comes back to Hastings, retains its rightful place here. As you can see, there's all smiles as the Raiders are getting ready for the state tournament.
Enjoy the moment.
All right, folks, we will be right back at you in a couple weeks. Our hopes is to get to the state tournament and do a little live play-by-play for you. We'll keep you posted if that happens. Just follow HCTV on YouTube or on any social media platform, and we'll keep you posted on what's going to go on. But I'm going to sign off for the night, catch my breath a little bit, and celebrate. So thank you, wrestling fans. Have a great night.